Well, quick rundown. Had to switch to this account to test out an just a YouTube that hasn't got all other channels, uncontaminated. So I've just got a specific streaming channel, I should say. The easiest way to view channel, but it's not streaming. That says up and coming. Oh yeah, that's this one. So save to watch later. Go to watch later. Click it open. It should be there in history then. What's it say? New managing moderators. Okay. That's all we need. Subsidiary income. Yeah, so I haven't been on because the last two streams dropped out, or I even did a stream to do the replays of the dropped out stream, and that was the Monday before these Monday dailies, and I must have done that on a Tuesday or a Wednesday because I'd realised at the end of the stream it wasn't there, dropped out after an hour and a half, and I did like a 3-hour stream. Pretty profitable too on the DR. That was the Tokyo Expressway at the docks. I did 3 of those and one of the other ones, and had the replays there, so I did them the next day, which is not common. I had all 3, and I got like into the start of the second replay and wasn't there. So without further ado, I should check out the Monday's dailies, and then collect this present, which I was for a while ago, see what the TTs are, because that'll be updated. And 14th of the first, with the first day of a menu, because it looks like a red bar. So what time is that on today? Round 1. So let's proceed indeed. We've got here. There is the Nürburgring. So Michelin Group 3, 3, 3. Oh, straight 3s. Manu. So we got tight and windy gardens, tight and windy deep forest, undulated and windy. I'm looking at the Porsche here, and then the Nürburgring 24-hour, and the Spas are medium to high speed. That'd be high speed, and then a tight and windy. So I think a really agile car would be good. Group 3's got Porsche. It's pretty agile. Ferrari's pretty agile, but you got the Alphas. What else is there? So I can't. Mine's a blank. I might come back to it. Get through a TT prize. I didn't even see what that was for because I was too busy trying to see if that was nations. Oh, we got the LaFerrari. No, it's the LC500. Very similar, but it's got the engine out of. That's a bigger engine, biggest V8 on their lineup. Apparently, was the LC500, biggest ever V8 that Lexus has brought out at that stage. Maybe the SUVs have got a bigger one now. I don't know. We've only got one day to get this, and I was a fair way off. 1.7, still half a second. Hard car to start on because it's such a freaking death trap. So at least I know we. Watkins, and that one's due, but I'll be better off. What was the first one again? Michelin Raceway. I guess that's still streaming, eh? What happened when I went to the user agreement on the stream? So I did get a gold. That was for the Celica. That's alright. I'll be happy with the silver from the Zonda. I don't think it's a very big top 100. So I'm in the 3.5 there. Which, oh, 12. Yeah, G-Man's still about. G-Man, B-Man. Frithy's only done. Oh, he mustn't have passed. The road card is a specific thing, eh? What was it? 31.2, so Scumbag got one. Captain Muffin is quicker than me. Milo's quicker than me. P10, yeah, high downforce, a bit like Frithy. And Chile. Youngsters high downforce too. There is a difference. It's a high downforce like a road car, so it's not like a race car, but it's sort of downforce in effect. I don't know. Come back to it today. I will want to practice this Nations, which will be on at what time? Menu. Schedule. Should say after I choose one, but surely they got times before I choose one. Guess not. I think, yeah, I heard just yesterday, what was he doing? This Daytona one looked good. He said it's late at night again, so it's going to be like 10 o'clock. He's not in it, he wanted to do the GT2 league or something. That was random. I actually haven't clicked on him in a while because he's been doing that other game. But this looks fun. I could just go in this unqualified 10 minutes. I'd get a quali in. Probably would be a good place to start actually. Going from a road car to a Group 3. And then the race won't be till, well, I couldn't see it being before 8 o'clock here. I think New South Wales, New Victoria, they're an hour ahead. An hour later, I should say. We're an hour ahead. I've done the engine swap. That's right, just recently in that Spec 3 update. Might have been the one before that. So where's Rent-A-Car? Back out. I suppose over 10 minutes I could go and get a car and not quali. Or is it DR, SR? DR and SR. Yeah, I'd better quali because it's already Wednesday. That's the no livery GT Auto update car. That one. And then all of a sudden they brought out a frickin' I was going to say, and then all of a sudden they brought out a engine swap for this car. Alright, so yeah, as I said, this is a new channel so that I wouldn't have different types, because I use my YouTube to view all sorts of different genres and channels, not really rotating around the same sort of traffic. So I think this will be a tide and testament that I'm not bouncing around to different servers through different types of channels, like lifestyle to gaming to sports, all sorts of different bloody YouTube channels that have nothing to do with gaming, and then I've got a Slack bloody link or network of gaming channels. So even if I've just got a smaller network as I have with gaming, it'd be better than my gaming being the 1%er, but the like 90% upload traffic. So it's probably around the other way. I'll probably only watch about 20 to 30%, and not even that, probably 10 to 20% gaming channels and 80% all other types of YouTube. And that's really inhibiting me. That's when I found out that why I can't, because when I registered with the PlayStation Network, my internet local area network was going through the European servers for some reason, and that was just, I guess, the browser or the type of traffic I was using at that time. Found that was the way the crow flies for my PlayStation Network registration. And then of course I was stuck then with the there was some hiccup. I'm not in their time zone. Obviously I'm within the area that you choose. That they must know that you're signed into the game, you're within a certain oceania, certain region. But I guess that's the polyphony rather than the PlayStation Network. So what was the hiccup there? Like, it was on the tip of my tongue anyway. That aside, it's more to do with the traffic dropping out my streams, and then I think, oh, sometimes I'll just put it on and then go to sleep and view it myself, specifically from the VR point of view instead of even the replay, to see what I was doing at the time rather than, or what I was thinking. But half the time, what the fuck was I thinking? Oh. I wonder if that little where is it? Little camera thing. So this is good because it doesn't actually show up on. I've just lost my. Yeah, on other games it gets rid of HUD displays or gets in the corner of your viewing when you actually play in the game, but this one it doesn't. Alright, what are we on? Sports hards. Excuse me. I wish I watched Jester's lap the other day. He'd be pretty good at this. I'm guessing that was a hold. Sometimes you can gear grab while it's decel, get back into the other gear, and you use it for engine braking assist, like lift off steer as well as your brakes, rotation. Haven't got it. What about here, number 2? Or the black one? Black one. Shit. Barely. So 6,500. Alright, well that's pretty straightforward. Let's give it another go. Heaps of steer. Wish I'd remembered you start from before that chicane. Just a bit outside. A bit more favourable than the first attempt at that corner. I think it'll be essential. The run down to this hairpin will be the pickup of all dive bombers. Try the wide line. Different line. Let's try that second gear grab. Okay. Ooh, not race ready. Yeah, I have to do a stream over the channel to fill everyone in. I'm sore thumb right there. A, B, and C. I don't recognise anyone, but it should be an interesting race. On that note, out of 12. Freckle Bum 54. Wowee. That is a full disclosure. Thanks for sharing. Freckle Bum 54. I think it's a little bit too much information. In this bloody field, I'm pucker bum fucking 45 here. Who's gonna bite me in the frickin', what is it? Freckly Heiny. LOL if I'm slow. Wow, it's a Mazda. Hey! Didn't see me, mate. Alright. Fair enough. And a penalty. I was trying to bloody get my wide berth. Must have got the penalty from the left-hand side of the track there. Where the driveway is, so I went off. I knew I was not on the racing line, so I gave it extra, just in case I drifted 2 cars on my right, wanting to come over to the left, so it's fucking too generous. That'll be race over, a bit of a sprint, as I catch this guy's slipstream. But they're probably within tenths of a decent time. Or not. I thought I did it bad, mate. Far out. That was embarrassing. Oh, and this other guy's gone off. And he's come back on fishing and he hit the wall on that side after he's gone off on the left on a track this wide with a straight line to come. That is a bad off, mate. Oh. Wow. Is that the top of 5th? What happened then? I was distracted. Oh shit. 2 snaps in one corner. Let's get going, mate. There we go. Oh shit. Oh wait, what did he do that for? That's an easy corner in this car. Oh, this guy must be his control. I see how he's making those corrections with his joystick. Oh no. What's he doing? What have we got here? Whew, that's making me dizzy. Stop doing that. So the slipstream's real, eh? Need it. I wonder if streaming actually affects your matching. Could have to do with the server, I suppose. 15.9. A bit of that gear. Oh, without a snap. Little over rev button. That's all. Lost 2 tenths. Third and fourth going at it. First and second's long gone. 1, 2, 3, 4. slightly out of shape. Look good. And I gained on him. Here's what I'm guessing, staying here. Shit, my worst nightmare is going to run into the back of him. I'm early braking. I'd rather concede the position than get punted into next week. Oh no, I'm scaredy cat. Oh, massive rotation if you're staying here. Yeah, that's the only corner I haven't got right. And any semblance of passing manoeuvrability. I think, I'm not sure, but I think I gained a position. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, top 3, and a 4th runner up. I'd say that was any good. So where have we got to go? Michelin Road Atlanta in a Group 3. What was I thinking? Alphas, Porsche, probably top answer. That equation. Be popular. What would be fun is that Mercedes again, but it's all Group 3. We don't get to use the Group 4, which would be really great at windy tracks. So I'll rule that out. The Group 4 would be good. Group 3 Porsche is a good answer. Group 3 Alpha, not so much. The Group 4 would be great. For a few of those circuits anyway. What else is there? The GTR. A bit lost. I don't know what the turnaround is. Pretty quick race. Four laps, a minute and a half each. I did make a position. Should do another one. Harvest. Where did I go? DR. For corner cut. Or two. I did 2 wides and a corner cut. 2 wides at the hairpin and a corner cut on the approach of the hairpin. And I lost DR. Oh yeah. Driver, I was thinking sportsmanship. Yeah, I ain't my arse about pace. Yeah. I'll say, glad to see him in the rear vision mirror. Alright, Catalunya. What would be the Group 3 there? Beta 911 BRZ. Not keen. Oh yeah, this is that Alpha, the old one. Where we go? There's one at 15, half an hour. 8 minutes to do another one of those. Probably should do two. Do two. What was it? Oh, I already went in. Do two. Okay. Yeah, just not confident enough to have pulled that manoeuvre. Yeah, it was an unfortunate engine swap. I think you get the RX-7, like the FD one, or what? I think it's the FD, which is it a twin rotor? I don't know now. But there's an LS swap for a slightly older one that absolutely smashes any other MX-5. That is stay in gear. I do believe I was going a little bit quicker than I was before. Rubbish. I've got to get this corner. Wanted to get a good run up out of that last hairpin so I could know how fast to come in here. That's pretty stock standard. Just at the end of the driveway on the side. Same with this one. Road car, third gear, pull. 7.6. Yeah, any quirky thing, city like this, or just seemingly out of proportion. Because that wasn't too bad, it was really just my first corner. This will be a rough idea of what I'll be getting, give or take half a second. I didn't even see what the lap times were. Funny, it only takes half a week. When was my last stream? Probably last Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday when I did the replays. Again. That means I set a time. It's 2:14 high. Not good. That's a bad first corner, I'm already nearly a second above. Gets in. Jeez. Lost 3/10. That's a pretty huge varying degree. I know I didn't do the second hairpin very well, but 3/10. Because I broke early. Then I was too early. I sort of did this one pretty good. .3 on the second. A little bit up. Half a tenth. Yeah, basically. First corner and then the second hairpin. I won't get round again to improve both of them. They were 14.4. Want to take a wide line. Wow, is that wide? I didn't see that. Wouldn't have predicted that. So I had a project on the weekend. I would not recommend swapping out freaking 2-inch even lifted springs on a 4-wheel drive. Fuck. When I bought the car I had to do new springs on it, so I got a lift, 2-inch lift. That wasn't a very good quality brand, so I basically had the rental compressors, squashed them in, fit them. I don't think there was too much. It took me the weekend. It was 9 years ago. And that set of springs have basically worn out their lifespan because it was already a worn set of springs on the rear. So my RSM was sagging a bit. So I got 10 years out of that set. It wasn't a good set, so I bought a good set. Fucking hell. A bit of a faff, to say the least. I could have done a much easier job out of it and dropped the lower, I guess that's what the control arm. But I did it with the shock in place and with the control arm in place. I mean, it really just for the sake of propping up the diff on a spare jack and dropping that control arm so that it didn't put all the weight on the shock, or even just taking the shock off at one end. Straight away I thought, shock absorbers, they don't start compressed. They certainly, yeah, I think they do. When you buy them, they're at full expansion, aren't they? So you've got most of the work is under compression, and the rebound is the relief from however much your car's graded to have the right shocks at the right car. So you can normally just get local duty or heavy duty. Oh, I'm second. Oh, fuck. Oh yeah, didn't expect that. Oh, that was so close. Wow, how did I miss those tyres? Anyway. We just get clear, mate. It's alright. Good to go. We have a battle on the second lap.
noise is back there. Having fun in the daily, not too worried about it. Got more out of shape than me. I thought mine was off. Clear. I can barely see him. Smooth as fuck. Yeah. Just feels completely cockeye. Feet are going off there to the right somewhere. Probably don't even need that second gear there. Start to get it lined up a bit better. Wow, 6/10 better. There's the inside line. Probably a bit quicker. Bit late to get on it, but momentum's everything. If you just try and keep your speed up rather than try and get in a bit of throttle, momentum's everything. .2. Season. It didn't improve. I had an improvement in my first race, and then I got in a worse lobby. So that's not standard for my freaking service. Maybe it's just repeat service streaming Mondays, where my dailies are just, yep, you get that level, which is second or top, and the A's, not A plus, sometimes A plus. Well, yeah, that's just all in the same boat. It's not actually divided. Daily, so if I get in a fairly high tier first race, I'll only, unless I improve, I'll only ever do a worse second and third race, because it doesn't balance out with having better drivers. Sometimes the drivers drop out, see what the other dailies are, but I had a good run at Tokyo Expressway because I did a good first race. Then as it was the second, I didn't change cars, that was probably a big thing too. Coming in for land. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3. Guess we should have a look at menu. That would get dull quick unless they give me a better server. What do you have? 14.2. I think that would have been best time. Who rubbed it in? Catalonia is a fun sprint. That'll be SRDR. And I'll just be costing myself. But now that I'm GT1, it doesn't really matter. What have I got here? Oh yeah, it's a fair chunk. So I'm starting the Manu above basically this fan on the right hand side, the white one on the inner, in the inner circle, above the inner circle. Goal is that grey one. Get up to the next marker, edge of the D or the grey marker. That's how I do it.
So unless I go in, choose a menu, I may as well just take Porsche. I'm sort of a bit spontaneous on this now, as it was, I didn't think it'd be this weekend. I thought when Jester mentioned it, it was like in a month. Where is it? It probably will be a top contender. What have I got here? Oh, Group 3. I do have that. A Subaru got there's none of them going to be four-wheel drive, any of the advantages. So there's GTR, Supra, they're top speed cars. The Supra does alright. It's tight and windy, but probably because I've driven it a lot. What else is there? Ford. Jag's been in about last week, or was that the week before? Jag popped up. Ferrari, what's the Honda? Oh, NSX. And there's the Lexus, that was always a good V8. This might be just getting old now, it's 2015, 2016 car. And it's only starting out, it's a luxury brand, but it's starting out at low ball. Same with the Subi and the Mitsu, Hyundai, they're all low ball manufacturers. Hyundai. Citroen's top of France, that's their Ducks Nuts, isn't it? There's Renault, be the low ball. They got the RS1. Toyota Supra, Suzuki Swift? Is there a Group 3 Swift? Suzuki. Or is that the little Hayabusa freaking concept? Mazda. The Mazda 3 and the Mazda. Oh, the RX. I haven't driven that in a long time. It's probably just good on fuel. Now, we know what the tracks are, but what's the specs going to be? I should just stay with a known, like the Porsche or the Toyota. Don't need it. And need it. And we'll go with the faster one. Sign him up. Turn it up, it's on full blast. Alrighty. RSR. Sure hope the BMW get a bit of an update this year. M6. It's their Group 4 that's lacking. I would choose it. Probably should have actually. I don't know how it goes in the tight and windy. It's 9 o'clock tonight. 5 o'clock now, 4 hours, put 2 hours in, 2 hours off. Sounds like a plan. Right. So both tyres are ×3, but it's 22. No, it's a little... It's only a weird track. It's good to get that turn 1 right. You need to get turn 1 and then the exit of the S's. And it's just a double right-hander, a bit of a chicane over the hill, that's all stick standard. So yeah, S's exit and turn 1, semi-rail. I mean the Degners, both of these two right-handers are good passing potential. You get the exit of the S's right, or even a nice straight line up. If you've got your line good, the other cars might lack at the second right-hander. It's always a nice slow speed pass there, because you can be both the offline and not lose too much overall time as well, if you can wait for the chicane. So guess I should run the mediums first. What do you got to do ×3? So we'll get over halfway on the softs. The mediums might perform first off because you've got a heavier car. Anyway. Cool. Already got me one of them. It'll have the wet tyres too. Wet? Under Spec 3. Some updates in sport mode.
or what is it, GTWS wet tracks, because there's official wet tracks and then there's a few that are not official. Oh, I do love this car. I've been in it probably over a year. Even then it would have been a daily. Let's get it right. So much downforce for Group 3 to get that right. Last time we were here is bloody road cars. Looks all good. I left it a bit late on the first Degner. Not exactly Degner, but anyway. It was later than late. So we've got to look at maybe 130, 140 if that was 110, 120. So we are on the mediums, so 100 would be the softs. So much momentum in that corner. .3. I'm trying with this bias because this will probably be my race bias, whereas my quali bias will probably be to the rear and on soft, so oh, that was limit of maps. TestsOme's 20.5. So close. So we call it 20 low. High on mediums. It's better. So a 10th up. Last one. Lost it. Cannot stay in gear. That should be quicker. 2.5 tenths to stay in gear. Last minute I thought I'll chuck it in first and flatten it, and a little bit of wheel spin to say the least. So race pace will be the high 19s, so I'm not likely to get into the low 19s. If I get a 19.5, it'll be alright. Only 2 tenths up on whatever it is now. Oh, 3. Yeah, that's mid. .5. S is exit, S is exit, always. Turn 1, S is exit. A little bit of a chicane technique to it, but it's more important just to get that exit into these. High potential for the pass on the straight, if not 1 or 2 of these. And that's that for racecraft, I think. The rest is sheer pace. Only look after the tyres a bit. I think that third gear is a bit squealy. Might be a better Porsche's second gear pull. That could be a bit better. It was a 2.5 tenths. Up to 6 now. Need second gear in the chicane. Let's try a second gear in here on push, but I'm on my mediums anyway, so. Wide. That sucks. Threw off my experiment. That's a bit off. So pretty good consistency to get 19s up to what, 5, 6 and a half. Mediums are good. Times 3 is going to be pretty minimal. I mean, you could go to lap 15 on mediums if it was a longer race, but optimising the softs. Try for 20. What do we got to do? 22. At least I know where I am. Race pace at 20. On this tyre, especially if the softs are starting to underperform, they might fall off a cliff. Love the gear selector on the Porsche, it's so quick. At least it seems so. Gotta get rid of that second Degner first gear, stop doing that. I was trying to push, I think. Picking up a bad habit. Like that. 4 tenths down, 7 tenths down. Mistakes are 2 tenths. Do 1-4. That's on pace, 1/100. Second dig now. .351 blown. So 19.5 on mediums. And I think I could consistently pull 20, sub 20, or just low 20, make it a goal. Well, at least I've made an achievement round 1. Mediums, low 20s. We got 18, shit. So 18 high is only a second. And I'd be pace here somewhere. Maybe 18.5. Z4 for group 3. I thought it was a group. I thought that was a group 4 car. Z4. Oh yeah, of course. So it was like a second, only a second. That is pretty bloody good. That means I'm not going to use much tyre at all on the softs. But if I can use mediums first, just estimate better. When it goes off, you wouldn't want it to be more than a second and a half. So that'd be 20.5. Worst case scenario, it's gone off that extra half. See how different they are. Close together like this. Different compounds. Without a whole heap of cars around me. Should just go to a lobby, see what the... A bit extra rotation there. Yeah, I think I was using the braking marker on the mediums for softs. So I remember to brake a little bit earlier just to maximise this straightaway on the mediums. Otherwise you've got to get down to first gear. bloody wide. Might be better on first gear. It's a big gear, that one. Would only be in the setup, not in the exit. I was thinking there. Oops, I've lost my. Yep, that's off. Calibration drops out with restarts. Oops. Now it's reversed. I didn't have my brake pedal working then either. Yeah, Goldilocks third try. Just remember, it's a lobby-based glitch that I've got with my calibration, and it can happen coming out of the pits. It can happen at the start of a race if I don't recalibrate before the grid. Oh, he clipped it. I was going to skip through there. Check the damage. I think because you're on better tyres, you're going to pull the left-hander better, but you've got to brake earlier because you're coming through the S's quicker. Especially from turn one. Then the chicane, you do all of those three corners quicker, entering the S's, and then you've got more speed exiting, so you've got to slow down earlier instead of think you can do the left-hander quicker, you can easily overshoot. And I think that's what a lot of people do. They get on their quicker tyre, they think they got more room to brake and do that. It's often a bad penalty too. Slightly earlier braking point. Team 3. cautious on that exit. I should go to 10. This will be my optimum tyre. Sub 19 already. Gotta keep a little bit of grabs through the first corner of that chicane. Dropping right off. $18.9. Didn't like it. $2.51 this time. Rubbish. Half a second for that turn 1 incident. Yeah, it's a slightly different nuance of having to be too fast on the softs in places, and it's a bit more 100% on the mediums because you're not exactly getting there at too fast. High is my best. Might need to slow down so much at turn 1. That's pretty consistent. One 100th off that last marker for an 18.9. At best 18.8. Oh yeah, 18.7. Practically 8. Might be quicker. Yep. Just slightly. Is this quicker? Bit of a rev flare instead of first gear. Ah, dirty, dirty, dirty. Tenth and a half. 2. Oh, I missed a gear. I was going to try a second gear there. Definitely hold third on mediums. Just for the sheer momentum. Too much decel. Maybe if I use second I've got to rev up. Sorry, if I use first I've got to rev up. Tenth and a half. Had to flick it mid-chicane. Sixes. Oh, the big 210s. Shit. Let's squeal, grabbing that curb. Just wanted to get some second gear boost. Worked better the time before by accident. I missed the gear till the very last. Double deficit. Last one. didn't get the boost at a second. I should have changed earlier. Oh, and that'll be a penalty. It's within a tenth. It's not bad. Don't. Fishy, very fishy. No. Okay, 10 laps each, 20 lap race. Done. This is all the geniuses we got here. Go. Pardon me. So which lap is this? Only my best? Or the entire replay? Set the S's, exit the left. Just here, braking zone. 150's exit. Maximum slow speed. Where's the gears? It's not there. It's going up straight now. Across the grid. .120, 110. Oh, that's the chicane. Oh no, here we are. Is it? Final corner. 210. Maximum speed. 45. And went down to what? Can you put your... No. Go. Let's play. For speed and gap. What does that mean? Don't see gear changes there. Blip. That's the sector. Then the chicane. Slowest maximum minimum was 110, 19. Go up. Pit lane corner. Maximum minimum. Grid straight maximum's about 45, isn't it? Yeah. Down to 190, 180, 185, 183 maybe. Through the chicane. 130 exit. Right hander, then the sweepers. Hovering there. At a 145. Exit. I don't know. Probably better to load a ghost and see stuff, but I'll just wind down. Is that 15? Oh, 15. 48, 4. 2 hours before 9, 7. We're only coming up to 4 o'clock. I thought I had 2 hours on, 2 hours off, but it's 3 hours on, 3 hours off. If I was to stay on for 3 hours. I won't, I'll just wind down a little bit. I'll probably only do that one split. go knacker. But this is online qualifiers, so probably just have a fun short. What is it, 6? Yeah. Once a month. 14. Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday. Wednesday, Saturday. Can't cruise around the ring. Jeez, that's a suspect statement. I can try and better that Zonda time. Do one of them. Yeah. Yes. If not, take out the Holy Trinity at the ring. Forgot about the 19-inch Spider. Really haven't driven it much since GT7 promo for Michelin. I remember they came out with a livery and everything for the Michelin 917, 916. Yeah, the 917 was Group 1, wasn't it? So you got the LaFerrari and then the P1. We got the P1 GTR. We don't have a P1 road car, so a bit of an advantage there, but probably not at the top speeds. You could balance that out, take it to a track that's top speed. This car is a heartbreaker. Nearly there. Short shifted to get out of trouble. Oh, the corner cut, I didn't touch the wall. Now the next one's blank. Maybe I've got to find third there. It's a really accelerating car, so if you can manage to go slow to woe, or is it slow to go? Woe to go. think I'll make that third gear exit. Couldn't get the second on, and then the third flat was too much. Shit. We shall see. There's 2 tenths down. Oh yeah. Oh, the inside. Death chicane. Never ceases. Ah. That's really better. 32. Oh, that might be it, is it? Is it 32.2? 31.2. I think it's 31.2, isn't it? Yeah, must be. 31.7, 31.7. So really, only just felt like he just pulled that. It's funny, it either snaps or holds incredibly well at 100%. Did I lose my steering calibration? That's 90 degrees. Now that's 90 degrees. It's only about 15 or 20% off sometimes. Yes. I can maximise that third gear. Okay. Alright, this is a freaking Widowmaker. Oh. Janky. Maybe. Oh, the inside is a shocker. Look at that way. Oh, just caught an edge. Damn it, gotta go around again. Late on it. Oi! Shit. Thought it'd hold that. It's just maximising third but staying within downforce to keep 100%. Must have been just slightly slower. Oi! I hope I didn't drop out. That is awful. So, sorted. So much easier. I think I can maximise with fourth more, but that's an easier one. I was right on it, buddy. 2/10 off, and I was 176 up. As close to 2/10. Damn it. What a big oversteer. Far out. Far out. Nice. Go. Another one. Jeez. Very tense. Oh. Shit. Should be close to 4. 31.4. Yeah. We're slogging. It's a big slide. Come on. Happy medium. Getting you back in third. Will this be enough? 31. That was no mean feat. But I did have a couple of goes at it before today, at least 2. No, at least 1. Was it 2? Yeah, I think it was 2. The second time was like, nah, can't even get in the zone. Alright, bit of a wind down, 4 o'clock. Lobby, let's see if there's any lobbies for menu. Which wouldn't be a wind down, but it'd be interesting data. Oof. I'm just about halfway. I think the mediums will perform well enough that tired, even slightly tired, down a second will be too close. Second half will be too much. depending what the race pace will be. With traffic, it'll be hard to tell in the start. Michelin Road, Atlanta. I know where that one would be. One way. Testing. Thunder. Down under. That'll be good data. One page. Do some tyre deck testing, but I think the data will be more informative. There wasn't much fuel deck, was there? I'll be screaming the gears. Oh, qualifying in. Progress. What do we got? More Psycho. Momentum. No Porsches. The Audi and the M6 would be interesting. I don't think the RCF or the Citroen. There's the Jag lurking. Jim Beam, mate. Jim Beam. Look up the M6. He's been out for a bit. This is his lap. That's tyre deck. 18.8 on the board. Didn't beat it. Oof, oh, well. 18.8. That's what I dropped. Oh no. Exit all your damage, you good car. Is what it is. This is in the Scooby-Dooby-Doo BRZ. I know you. That's right, I think you can choose. Oh no, that's Suzuki. Group 4 is the sedan. Group 3 is always the BRZ, isn't it? Is there the WX? Yeah, there's WX Group 3 as well. Yeah, sedan WX Group 4. I don't think you can mismatch the concept Group 4. It's only Group 3. 88. That was better than me. I think that's all I did. 18.9 or something. Oh no, 18.6. That's right. I'll probably do so myself. But that is tyre deck, 5 laps. I was hoping to get 10. It'll be tyre deck, both tyres then. That's interesting. That'll mean it'll be a fluctuating race pace. They'll definitely be dumping fuel. If that's the case. If that is the case, it's definitely going to be mediums first. That's a no-brainer then. Because it's going to be heavy. So mediums looking like 11 laps. Softs 11 laps. What do we got here? Oh. Hello, do. Yeah, I don't know. So I can come back in 10 minutes. Well, they're second and a half. Oh, only 120 each. So that means even 5 laps is 6 minutes. Double, that's 12 minutes. So I can come back in 12 minutes. And we might just watch the start, eh? Taking place. Get ready. No time on the board. couldn't believe it. I've been getting into a bit more of that prehistory civilizations, and the freaking 6 big slabs they found over in a valley in Peru. It's hydraulic water again, and that's my theories on the main pyramid being hydraulic water-based machine, and the other one, the vent pyramid, being ammonia manufacturing, freaking ordinary laboratory. But these 6 slabs on the side of a mountain that came across the valley from the other mountain range across the valley, across a river, no freaking bridge or remnants of a spot to cross, and upwards towards 70-ton stones all lined up, and they go into the mountain, what do you call it, subterranean network, so that water will filter into the grooves of the cuts in the stone. Bloody things in the way. Who is it? Eagle? I wonder if it's the same eagle. In case you missed that. Ramirez, eagle. Energy I haven't got. I've got to have a shower just to feel refreshed at 9 o'clock. Freaking knackered. It's so hot here, it's draining. Might have a bit yes, and sorted out. These freaking slabs of rock are like a hydraulic system, almost like the Evian Swiss mountain aqueducts that they've got to tap the water from mountain, what do they call it, subterranean streams. But what it does is reduces the pressure, so that it doesn't matter how much rainfall there is, you always get this tapped water. It's just mind-boggling. I can't even remember the name of the site now. But the cuts in the stone, now they're joints, and freaking the grooves and rivulets are like a hydraulic. The water goes up and down so that it balances, equalises, and then comes out at a specific pressure, which is sort of like biomechanics, sort of freaking water hydraulics. Compresses against itself. Crazy. But that, what's it called, Göbekli Tepe, it's continuously fathomable. All of the things, like the quarries, there's 350 of them that circle the 20 or so structures. They're all within 2 kilometres, so moving them is possible. The artwork in general, even though it's opposite polarity, so that the artwork isn't carved into the stone, it's in relief, which is they carve the rest of the stone so that it would protrude, which is monumentally exhaustive to even contemplate. And doing that when they're transported in place would be highly unlikely, just for the sheer difficulty of chipping that much of the stone away, even though it's not that much. But it's sort of all fathomable, except the fact they didn't find any support dwellings to associate with the workers continuously being there, because you do want high quality trade skills, so you couldn't just have a procession once a year like they did at Stonehenge type of thing, and you'd need them on site or available to continuously work. The real tricky thing is with that is moving them, having them carved out, moving them without damaging any of the profiles that are protruding on the artworks. The scary thing is it's mathematical equations and celestial alignments, but even still they're sort of fathomable. It's just the sort of the background support network hasn't been found. There's no, even the fact that somebody buried it and it all got covered up so that for whatever reason they didn't want it to be found. It's sort of like, yeah, well, okay, there could have been cataclysmic events, the snap change in the Earth to the Holocene period after the Ice Age just sort of twisted the crust enough for landslides to cover it up easily enough, but without toppling it over. So to think, oh, okay, it's going to go through more, the Earth's going to go through more changes and this is going to get destroyed, so bury it first, and then all the sand and compression will keep it all upright and in place for us to find thousands of years later, if they were doing a time capsule idea of their, what do you call it, like a temple when you tribute to a god, because there's no other purpose for it other than some religious, radically freaking extravagant worshipping artifact sort of thing. I don't know. It's weird to think pre-civilizations that came at things like massive algebra and without using pi or without using some sort of civilized laboratory mathematics room things to write on, when they were just hunter-gatherers working out that sort of math stuff. You just think, oh, their whole, either they were like, I think it was what they call AI analysis to the nano degree. They've analysed the cuts that were majoritively, there's 3 different types, and some of them the scoring were a metre long and precise, like dead straight lines. So what they think they were getting into was the shock, thermal shock, which is sort of like when they split marble but using heat, so you get a shear rock that just carves itself. But even still, this is limestone. It's not some really pure rock like marble that's going to shear like that, or some of the other harder stones like granite. This is a hard version of limestone, so it would shatter and not cut that way. So they get the main blocks that way, some sort of thermal shock, where it's heated and then rapidly cooled and just splits naturally. But then they've got some sort of scoring that looks more like a machined tapping, and the other one is an ordinary stone and chisel, sort of the rudimentary out of like how they made the T section of it. So you get like the main block carved out of the quarry, and then you get basic outline, and then you get probably the sheer faces, because they're pretty thin, cut so that the artwork is protruding, and they're using some sort of almost identical to what modern machinery does. The repetitious scoring in perfect alignment, that sort of thing. But I've seen really good analysis of those tubular cuts where they have almost like a bore sample of granite in perfect cylinder taken out of rock, and they can explain that. But to me it just looks like a modern scoring, and it is in like a spiralling sort of score. But if they were mechanically minded and they had another way of coming at mathematics from a different mindset intellectually instead of academically, using formulas and stuff like we do today, then sure, they had these epiphanies where they go, oh yeah, well that works out. If we walk 16 paces that way, it works out. You got 3 of these fucking football field sized multiple circles all put around. I think the whole site's like 20 football fields in size, but each little grouping of these circular Stonehenge looking places aren't that big. But in a cluster of them, they align to these triangulations that are perfect equilateral triangles to within a freaking inch, to within a freaking 1/8 of an inch or something stupid like that. Freaking fractions I'm no good at. But this is like being able to pace shit out. You think you get a perfect circle and you get a piece of rope, and you will go around a freaking post in the middle, string line, you get a perfect circle. Doesn't matter how bad you are, you just drag that in the ground. Doesn't matter if you're a caveman, you can get that precise to the centimetre, 10 mil. But working out how they can get 3 equilateral triangles to make freaking 3 or 4 of these circular temple-like circles to be aligned. That's mind-boggling. And they did all that at 9700 BC to 8000 BC, which is the... Oh! That's some lift there, Vulcan. He was using the old Jedi Star Trek mind trick. Yeah, that was at 8000 BC. That was the end of the Ice Age. So you think, oh yeah, thermal shocking. They've gotten that from seeing what happens when the Ice Age is melting. But thermal shock is the reverse. You've got something super hot, and then you put cold on it. So you think, oh yeah, they just made a complete bonfire of the entire site, put all this timber on it, filled it right up, made a 40-foot fucking bonfire, ran for the hills on the approach of definite rain. And if they did that in the winter, you got ice cold rain dousing a fire, which is just thermally heat up a massive area. You know, the heat of the Victorian bushfires, if anyone was anywhere near that, you're within a K of this stuff and it's fucking burning your nose. The sheer temperatures of decent freaking bushfires would be enough to do this, what they call it, they change the chemical composition of the limestone through super heat. So all of this is very earthly explainable, because it's still in its infancy. It's only 2 decades old in discovery for them to analyse, whereas the pyramid's been looked at for 200 years, and they're just at an absolute stumbling block because of these, what do they call it, the Egyptian High Council of Antiquities, something like that. They just say, no, can't analyse this, we got to approve it first. And when they do analyse it from like satellites or SAR or LIDAR or SAR analysis, they're just, oh, it's poppycock, freaking gibberish, throw it out. It's not mainstream Egyptology. And mainstream Egyptology was set in the fucking 19th century, in the 1800s. Everything that was found by foreigners, and the Egyptians take the credit for it. Yet they're setting the rules for any of that to change. It's almost like their whole culture is on the line. And they're not even the ancient Egyptian descendants. They're fucking nomad Arabs that have just turned up and used the place. They don't even hazard to not admit that they're not the Egyptians from ancient Egypt. So I don't know what they're trying to protect, and their secrets for the entire globe. Like Elon Musk could benefit from that. Tesla did benefit from it, but they threw that idiot out for money-making operations. General Electric said, we got some money to be made. I don't think you can just give everyone free electricity. So yeah, if there was that ability to not only hydro irrigate, but also through, what do they call it? Aura electrics? Is it wireless electricity all around, setting off the frequency of the planet, using the polarity of the planet to generate the pulsing, which will do that whole Tesla thing and make whole places energy. You walk around with a light bulb, as he did famously when he did it, and the light would be lit up off just the aura electricity. But they won't allow mainstream Egyptology to be contradicted. And sure, there's the new talk of there's all these pillars underneath that go down as either a civilization down there in secret storage. So what have we got here? Lap 9. It's trashed. He's good. He started on the mediums. Easy 11. I might actually push that. But he's keeping there. 20, 20 and a half, 20 high, 20 and a half, 20 low. If he kept on track, he's got a good 20 and a half, because he's hitting 20 low. Even still, where's the fuel? Yeah. Famously a gas guzzler too. Same with probably the M6. The Jag would be absolutely bucketing it. Yeah, and apparently if you look at the internal layout of it's the bent pyramid, I think. It's the exact layout of the Industrial Revolution for how to chemically make ammonia. And ammonia is like the 90% ingredient for fertiliser. So you've got an irrigator, energy, tapped water basins from the Osiris chambers or whatever, and then you've got a storage shed and maybe an ammonia production as well. But they're done on such rudimentary scale and size that it is sort of, you know, Neolithic, post-Neolithic, almost like if it was some higher intelligence, why would they have done it on such a grand scale? And sure, all they had was copper, but all they needed to do was a little bit of metallurgy to make some better metals. But just why they had stumbling blocks in one area and yet they can get perfect equator alignment, perfect freaking dead straight square. Well, I suppose that's pretty fathomable, but it's not how straight and how square it is to an inch, but it's the in metric terms, that length quantified out to be is. No, it's not that. That was there's some really tricky things about the moon and the distance from the sun to the moon and the moon to the sun and the ratio thereabouts. He's going to go in. Is he not? Oh, he is. So he's got 20 low. 20 low. That's his target. It's 20 low, and he got a 20 and a half, 2 in a row, so he's pit. So I thought, yeah, 20 and a half would be too high. But that's actually 21 and a half. That's a second on top of what I would have come in. If I was doing, what is it, 19 low on a quali, I was hoping for a 20 low race pace. That's what he's got there, 20 low. That's pretty good. He might be A+. But I thought if it got to 20 and a half, that's a full second above a 19 and a half that you might get on your softs. So now he's on his softs and he's going to be pulling 19 and a half, if not 19 low. But if he's got traffic now, he has. Oh, that's the Ferrari. Sky Channel Ferrari too. How about that? I don't know what seemed to be circulating around. Seen a McLaren. Now I've seen the Ferrari. And I've got it on the GTR. Then there was another one. McLaren and something else I saw last week. So he's just going for a bit of a slipstream there. Yeah, there's some of those dimensions that just fucking mathematically mind-boggling, and they were centuries, if not millennia, before any of the Greeks were coming up with this stuff. But part of the Greco Empire was storing or using the Alexandria Library as like academic resource to get copies of texts from, as well as go there to study. So it makes a lot of sense that how they've measured out the pyramids was recorded in text, and then they could reformulate that with triangles and geometry and shit on paper to make sense of creating things like pi and things, almost like when you deconstruct a burger and you find out it had something on it you didn't know. That's how I think about it. Getting hungry, getting thirsty actually. Why didn't you go for the pass? More mediums. Far out. That's traffic. Doing safer here. And they're not countrymen. He's lined that up nicely. He's going to go for it. If he was defended here, it'd ruin his race. Oh, he's going to defend too. Yep, slowed him down. Good on him. 11 or 12. That's the Lexus and the Beamer. Lexus has got the jump. Evil, it's already in the S's. It's 20 high. Let's see what these next 2 laps pull. So, oh, that's the Audi. There's the Ferrari there. Well, that's why I was looking at the wrong car. Same livery. So what's he got here? 20 and a half at best, low 20. No, low 21. That's high 20s. That's not great. See what he gets in the Beamer. Here's the other one. So 20. More traffic, of course. Brand spanking new. I think he's got the jump on this one at pace. 20 low, 20 low, 20 low. Better on mediums. This guy might just be outright better on pace. DS controller or something. Greeny sim racing. Twitch. Oh no, turbo. Problem, you get your mediums good. This guy in the Citronius hasn't got good medium pace, but he's smashing out these for sure. Low on mediums might have been a fluke. 1, 2, 3 of them. This guy's got 1, 2, 3, probably you could count 4. Pretty even. He can defend that, yeah. He won't lose much time. Even they both won't lose much time. That's the beauty of that one. You can have some jibber jabbering without, oh, if he went for it here, they would both lose time. Not advisable. So a 20 low, 20 mid. Oh, and again. Not there. Look a bit more solid. He's a lap older. He's 2 laps older. Just showing. And he has flogged his tyres. Going long. High. Pretty bad 22, send him to the pits. Get off, sir. How much of a lead? 11 seconds too. He's going to come out behind. He's going to be behind by about 10 plus, 15 seconds. Finally, he's on pace now. I would have thought 19 and a half. Not even good. Not even good. I'm hoping for 19 and a half race pace. Should incorporate the mediums. No, that's low 20s, isn't it? Yeah, I'll just take the low 20s. Easy round number. If I get some mediums, if I get some softs at 18, be surprised. 18 for the high 18 for quali. So low 19 quali, low 20 race pace. Nice easy numbers to pin up there. It's 11 or 12 mediums. The ladder sounds good. So they're evened up. A bit more on the medium. What is it? The mid-engine. A bit more on the rears. He won't have as much drive, but he's flicking up the traction control as well. Thought I saw that blink. Oh no. Easy pass. Turbo shanked it. Give him a little push, but I wouldn't tempt fate. This tyre's a little bit worse. Sealant. It's dirty. That is unforced. Better rears. It's got better drive. More consistency too. He sops up. The good stuff. Alright, well this ought to have been better than a bit of a lobby run, I think. There's a wind down. 4 laps to go. I might even get.